welcome to our reading for Tuesday, the 22nd of November, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading. See what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing at the same time, at the same pace. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign, and that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest and greatest good of everybody. So we are all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave? Preparing for that wave, crashing into the wave, riding the wave, or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, try to check out the links below. See if there's a connection, a personal connection in the music. Show your love and support to the artists and musicians. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. If you're new here, I hope you enjoy this reading, and I'll see you in a moment. Hi, welcome to our reading for Tuesday, the 22nd of November, 2016. So 11:22. We're starting with the Past Lives Oracle cards. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, or Higher Self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. Get some clarity and focus on the energies beginning Tuesday and wisdom to ride these energies best for all of us. Let's start with one card for the day. Vows. So I hear promises. New beginnings, union, things that you are connected to deeply in your soul, unions you're connected to deeply in your soul that you express outside, like in your physical world. I want to say in words, written down, in ceremony, through dedication to something. So this could be dedication to a relationship, to a spiritual path, to a new change in yourself, a new perception, a new direction. I hear unity, so, and promise. So maybe you're making a new promise today to do something for yourself, to do something for your family, to do something different. Let's get more clarity on this. Vows. I mean, I think of a wedding when I think of vows, so let's go to the romance angel cards next. But it doesn't have to be a wedding. It could be a new job. I feel like it starts within yourself, but if it involves others, it involves communication and opening up. I hear vulnerability, forgiveness, maybe starting over, maybe starting fresh, maybe renewing vows, or thinking about vows, or thinking about what you would, what's valuable to you. You know, what is union to you. Vows are different for everybody. I mean, and I guess if you're making a vow with somebody else, and I hear negotiations, maybe if you're making negotiations for a new job or trying to balance something out with a schedule and somebody else, try to weigh things out, you know, and I want to hear like stick to your word, you know, maybe somebody else is trying to like stick to their word. In the past, I hear flake. Maybe somebody was like a flake, and now they're changing or learning or coming through something. I hear new clarity and understanding. So maybe there was a change in, I hear integrity. Maybe somebody had to learn something. Maybe somebody's growing up. new expressions. I hear artistic, so maybe you're making a vow to put some art or expression or something into your world that was lacking before, and now you found it and you vowed keep it in. Now that it's here, you're going to put energy and effort into something here. So let's go to the romance angels, oracle cards, and get clarity on vows. You could be thinking about family, like generations, you know, what marriage meant to your parents or didn't mean to your parents or your grandparents or you, or what you want it to mean for your children, or how you're completely open to them discovering that for themselves. Or is it something that connects you to I hear generations, or like ancestors or something like that. So maybe there's a difference in opinion between what you vow to do and what a different generation would, but times are different, so things have to adapt and change. And even day to day within us, you know, when new things come into play, we have to adapt to that situation and not keep everything so structured. So I feel like sometimes you have to merge and mingle and change and be open and adaptable with your vows when things change, so that everybody's on board all the time. Everything's always kind of open to change and acceptance. I hear harmony and like forgiveness to learn and grow and become and expand. So maybe you're expanding with somebody or within yourself, or it could be your mind, or just, you know, your actual surroundings, or expanding or changing. Making a vow to change something, not to do something, to do something, to create something, to stop something, to go somewhere. It could be anything. All right, let's get clarity on Tuesday the 22nd for our vows. Worth waiting for. So maybe you're thinking, maybe you've come a long way, or you've had to have a lot of patience, you know, with whatever you were going through, or having patience waiting for somebody else to go through something. I hear growing up again, maybe just learning. I feel like worth waiting for. So either this is a relationship that you haven't met yet. It hasn't come through yet. It's still in the works, behind the veil of what you're supposed to see now, so things can work out in divine timing and come through at that perfect moment. I hear right time, right place, you know, and perhaps you really desire something, but there's more work to do first for you. So take the time to do that work on you and focus on you. Get some you time, you know, make use of that time so it's still precious and valuable. And then when there's that connection with a new job, I hear maybe new children, I hear adoption. Maybe some of you are waiting for a child or like an adoption or something. That's kind of interesting. Usually this is relationship, but that, I totally heard that. So maybe there's children. I want to mention a story of somebody that I know who was adopted, and his mother thought that she couldn't have children. And after mothering him for a few years, her like maternal instincts sort of just kicked in, and she got preggers, and you know, they had his brother. So you know, sometimes it comes through when it should, and the right situation, the right energetic frequency, healing event comes through when it was supposed to happen, you know. You know, sometimes, I hear family, so sometimes it comes through not in how you thought about it or expected it, but in how it should. And it's better when you're there, when you realize you're exactly where you needed to be and you were setting everything up, or everything was being divinely set up in the meantime. You just didn't see it yet. So, you know, perhaps it's not there yet. You know, it needs to come through. Or perhaps this is a relationship with somebody that you know you're supposed to be with, and there's a separation, there's some kind of independence needed, so there's no codependency. Or like, I hear growing up again, so maybe somebody's growing up. Maybe this is like, I don't know, either somebody that you met and you haven't seen and it didn't work, and you are separated by divine purpose for something, and that person's coming back in. Or you were separated from somebody. Even if you're still thinking about that person, it's allowing you time to breathe and become independent on your own, so that you release those attachments and open your plate to something unexpected, perhaps. Perhaps it's not whom you thought. So I want to say, when you pray, you know, make sure you keep it open-ended. Don't attach to one energy onto something. Perhaps that person needs to grow and experience something on their own, or do whatever is in their life path, purpose, divine timing situation. If you're meant to come back together, or that's supposed to come through, it will. In the meantime, you have this time to do what you have to do. So what are you going to do? I hear balance, finding finding joy. Finding joy. I feel like whenever this happens, I see like sparks of, like, I would say like electricity, almost like lightning, almost like when you touch, there's lightning, like energy, like around a storm, but I'm going to say like spiritual electricity, if that makes sense. So maybe you're getting your energetic frequencies good, so when whatever this is comes through, I feel like now it's a relationship, but it could be a baby too. Maybe you're getting yourself healthy. If you're thinking about pregnancy or motherhood, or, you know, even if you're a guy, you know, maybe it's getting your stuff together. It's allowing you time to grow your relationship, to grow your bond together, to have some you time together with your honey, or whatever this is that's special now, because maybe you won't get it later, you know? So rather than be worried and put worry on the focus of what you want so much, let it go and have fun, and then see what comes through when it should, and work on you in the meantime. And if this is a relationship you're waiting for, know that it's totally worth waiting for. So I want to say, don't, I hear second guess and shorthand yourself. Give yourself credit. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. See how beautiful you are, and how maybe there's something that I feel like it's not a waste. The time's not a waste. There's something you're growing, you're learning, you're changing your frequency, you're gaining clarity, you're gaining spiritual connections. You're gaining a lot of growth with who you are, so that when whoever comes in, maybe it's not even you, maybe it's that other person that's having some growth or clarity, or getting their frequency or themselves together to come through. But whenever this comes through, I feel like it's going to happen by divine connection, electricity, magnetism, chance, bumping into something. It's just going to happen because it's supposed to. So don't worry about how it should. Making all the plans, just do what you need to do in the meantime. Did I even work? So I didn't even read this. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So your trust. You know, there's something covered here. I feel like you have to keep yourself like safe. Keep yourself together. Keep yourself grounded. I hear pure. I'm not sure what that means. It's different for everybody. Maybe you're just clearing out the energies in your space and, you know, your body, and maybe doing some exercise, and maybe like salt bath, and just sort of getting yourself together, taking care of yourself first, so that you can properly take care of a relationship and nurture it, you know, the way you should when it comes through. I hear space again, so maybe you're making space, clearing space, working with space, slowly revealing something. There's like a light behind them here. It's like a light literally shining through the sheets, or through the beautiful like feathery wings that these girls have. So I feel like your angels are guiding you, and whoever is coming through into your world soon, later in time when it should. So I hear just allow. So maybe this is what you're thinking, you know, what's worth your energy, what's worth your time, where your value is. Worth waiting for a chance, waiting for a renewal, waiting for healing. Maybe there was just time healing. Sometimes things are thrown in our world that just, you know, rip out the ceiling or rip out the floor or bring us on our knees and head us out the door or change things around. And it's just time with dealing with that, seeing a different situation, or going into a new situation with new clarity. I feel like it's new spiritual clarity than where you were before. So I feel like wherever you were before, you were stuck, and then there was some kind of like space where you had cleansing, you had alone time, you had you time. You had to tuck something back in and go back into yourself and figure something out. You know, work on you a little bit before you reveal something again. You know? It's like you couldn't reveal before what you didn't really understand about yourself. Even though maybe you thought you did, you really needed to go through something in order to really know what's good for you and what's not. All right, let's go to, well, I'm going to go to the Thelema Tarot. Let's get a card for the 22nd of November. Clarity on worth, waiting for vows, and divine timing is at work in your love life. Let's get clarity for Tuesday. Well, that's abundance, celebration, loving, living, like having fun in your world with friends, dancing, singing. It's like enjoyment, bliss, happiness. Here, she's just dancing by herself. It's like this lotus is unfolding, this lily. I think of a belly dancer again. And there's just all of these grapes, different grapes in all of the chalices. There's 3, so there's creativity here. There's letting your creativity flow and things that you love and things you love to do. Here, you're being independent first, you know, and that's where this abundance is found. That's how it's magnified back into your world. It's finding this beautiful, like, I hear like independent confidence, joy, like just doing maybe something, you know, that you had hidden before, like, and you're just exposing those things about yourself that you're discovering that you love to do that you forgot about, or you just discovered about yourself, or your talents. Like, this is things that you love. It's going out with friends. Usually there's 3 women, like 3 different energies, all working together in unity and love. Perhaps they're different, you know, not the same, but they work well together. Like they brainstorm together. They come up with creative things to do together, like that perhaps on their own they couldn't. But here, you're having all that creativity within yourself first. And then I feel like then it's magnified back. So maybe you're vowing to have this creativity of something you love in your world for you. You know, like anything, like belly dancing, working on cars, teaching children, reading books, playing an instrument. I hear psychology for some reason. So, or like, that was sort of weird. So maybe you do something with, and like children, or you help bring enjoyment into children's world or into people that maybe they have some like issues from childhood, or they're going, maybe you're a psychologist and there's a way to put creativity into the mix, you know, find out the nuggets of things that they like to do as children, or they're excited about, to get like joy in people's worlds. That's all I hear. I feel like it's just bringing joy, finding what gets you excited, or perhaps if you're helping somebody else with the 3 of Cups, I I feel like you're inspiring others, but I don't feel like you necessarily tell somebody what to do. I feel like you're just doing what you do and inspiring others to feel like it's okay to do what they want too. Sometimes the Three of Cups could be like too much going out, too much mixing of energies with everything else, too much of everything that you love and no structure, or it not getting anywhere, or it's just sort of always a party and never a performance. So I feel like you're working, you're practicing something, you're putting something spicy into the mix so that it creates abundance here later, communication here later. So I feel like you're working on you and something's opening up inside of you that brings communication, abundance, magnetism, joy, excitement, not only into your world, you know, that you're vowing to keep in your world because you love this. You forgot about it. It needs to come back in your world. And maybe that's what brings this energy into your world later. You know, don't worry about this coming through. Just start with the you, the part that gets you excited first. You know, this creativity, love, abundance, joy. I hear joy like dancing, like Dance of Life. Is that a song? It makes me think of the Walk of Life. Do the walk of life. It's not even, I could be saying the words totally wrong. I'll find it, I'll put it below. But I hear the melody in my head. All right, let's go to the Archangel Power Tarot and get clarity on the Three of Cups, worth waiting for, and vows. I mean, this could be, I'm hearing like in the past, maybe you just were like maybe you had like a past party animal, or you went out a lot or tried to like date or meet people. Because sometimes this is going out. Maybe that didn't work for you. And now you're finding what works for you first and vowing to do something different so that a different kind of abundance comes into your world. You know, that it actually fills your cup with like spiritual energy instead of just empty, useless energy, or like masking energy or something like that. So maybe that was you, or maybe that was someone you know, or somebody else. That's what they were going through, and you're an inspiration to them. How you can have joy and abundance and other things that spark like like endorphins or like happy energy into your world to get excited about, to get you going. Like I'm looking at this candle here and it makes me think of like spirit, to get your spirit to feel like it's above the water. You know, like you're bursting out, like you're breaching out of the water. You know, you're busting out of something that was underneath before, and you're just calm and serene and relaxed and kind of beautiful. You know, so you're rising above something here. You're blossoming somehow, or somebody else is blossoming. I feel like this is happy. This is not the negative part of the Three of Cups is what I'm getting. If it is, it's somebody else, or it's something you're working out of, or you're something you definitely are coming out of or conscious of and ready to burst out of. Leave behind something else that wasn't working or weighing you down, or that's somebody else. So let's get clarity from the Angel Tarot for Tuesday. And that's the Queen of Gabriel. That's cool, because that kind of reminds me of the flame. It kind of looks like her too, the veil. So she's the queen that gets you on the horse to go, even if she doesn't necessarily go with you. She gets you so excited about what gets your fire moving that you want to get moving. She's either a fire energy in your chart or a prominent, I would say, masculine or feminine. There can be masculine queens of fire or Gabriel. So this could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy as well. Prominent in your day, but it's usually in a general reading, wisdom for us. So it's telling us to start doing what makes us passionate, what makes you passionate. You know, to take a vow to do it, not just think about it, but to live it, to experience, to feel it. And then just whatever this is that you are like maybe worried about, or it's sidetracking you, or it's wasting your energy somehow. You're letting something else take your energy away where you should be taking that shit back and, you know, having that experience again with the time that you have now. You can do anything right now. I love a cat. It's like a Sphinx cat, or like one of those fancy cats, like the hairless fancy cat, or not like my fancy cat. Anyway, go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. So that's that magnetism. That's that attraction, not the like attraction that weighs you down and the gossip and like, I hear like gossip at the water cooler, not like the stuff that brings your energy down. Maybe you're releasing that, you know, the old energies, the like things that were maybe attached to you or latched on you, or people around you that felt better by spewing their shit onto you. And now you're just like, I feel like you're releasing something, you're moving away from something, you're going back to you, finding your own passions, getting your own power back somehow, releasing something and bringing some power back to yourself by that release. I feel like she's always very confident, and like she doesn't have to do much to accomplish a lot. The Queen of Gabriel always feels like just gets shit done without you. You don't know how did you do all that? When did you have time to do it? You just look like you're totally relaxed and chilling. So there's always kind of a relaxed energy about how you get it done, because you're relaxed in that energy because you love to do it. It's not stressful. So look for what isn't stressful. This is passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. It's a brilliant idea that makes everything look easier, makes everything feel easier once you start to do a little of this. You know, it puts a little balance back in your world. Less stress somewhere else because you have something that you're excited about. I feel like it brings the good life later somehow. She looks so easy. It's like she just set up her awesome setup in the middle of the desert. And she's hot and sexy and just confident and comfortable. Your appeal, like sex appeal. So maybe she's sexy if you know who this is, or this is just advice to tell you to put that confident sex appeal, you know, come hither you on, and, you know, start to make it happen. Let's sum this reading up with one more card from this Oracles of Visions by Ciro Machete. It's also new. Hold on. I got cards backwards. Oh, they're all over hold on. Let me correct the cards. Only two. Okay. Let's give this a shuffle. Now I see another one. And that's 38 time ticking. Oh no, and that's 10 books knowledge. I'll show you that since they were backwards. I don't know what the other ones were. Let's shuffle and get a card to sum up the reading for the Queen of Gabriel, the Three of Cups celebration. Merging energies, working well with others as well. Finding inspiration in others to find inspiration within yourself. Like a little bit of inspiration from somebody else that you take and you put that spice into what you like to do and make it your own. You're not really just, I want to say, mimicking somebody else or doing it, although it could, in the beginning, be sort of like mimicking or like, you know, a form of flattery, something like that, because you're inspired. But I feel like you end up making this your own, or you're inspiring somebody else by you to make something their own. You know, I feel like she's not jealous. She's not worried about somebody taking her idea. I feel like the Queen of Gabriel freely gives things out because she understands that there's nobody like her. Nobody's going to do it like her, period. So there's no worry on what you give away because, you know, everyone else has the freedom to put their own spice on whatever it is, and it's going to be like their flavor. Nobody can steal your exact flavor or your exact energy or makeup or talents or, I hear cadence. So let's, that was weird. It made me think of like tap dancing for some reason. Like your flow, your sound, your specific tone, you know, your blueprint, your energetic frequency is unique and special. So it's going to be special in whatever you take and whatever you bring in, whatever you merge and whatever you do. Allow yourself to be open and always merge different energies. Constantly create, constantly adapt, constantly expand so you don't get stuck. All right, let's get clarity on what's worth waiting for. Three of Cups, Queen of Gabriel, Queen of Fire, Queen of Rods, and Vows. Tuesday. And that's number 1. So I think of the Magician, I think of yang energy, I think of male energy, I think of moving energy, but this is a brand new deck and I feel like you're definitely opening up the box. So maybe there was something closed away, something was lost in the game, something wasn't exposed, or it just didn't come through yet. It wasn't time to open, you know, this box. It wasn't time for this light to come through yet. And now there's the Dove's piece, there's something being released. There's all these little cards. You're like right outside the gate, you know, ready to drop something on, like drop your clothes, drop your sheets, become vulnerable, open up about something. There's like a pink moon in the background. That's cool. There's just this like beautiful light that was trapped in the box. And it's almost like the light inside the box is the same as the sunlight coming through. They're somehow merging together. There's something in the spotlight. There's some unity within yourself. Harmony. What cards are there? It looks like, I want to say the Fool. The Fool, the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to guess it was really small. Let's see. Where's the book? This is number 1. So it's a new beginning. So it's release from the past. You may have a fresh start any moment you choose. For this thing we call failure, wink wink, is not the falling down, but the staying down. Unknown. So to move on from failure or simply to expand and explore new horizons, we make choices to leave the past behind, whether it is in the form of treasured objects, material or symbolic value, relationships, career, familiar surroundings, or even personal ideals. At some point, we may have to discard them like a tree shedding leaves in order to liberate ourselves and allow for future growth. On the floor are 3 discarded cards, each a Fool. Each a Fool. So they're all the Fool from different decks of his. So each a Fool from my 3 tarot decks. A little plug in there. That was pretty smart. From the box, their spirits are released as doves. So there's 3 new beginnings. Something in 3s. I feel like even though it's a 1, creativity, that 3 is powerful. 3, free. The Fool is protected too and centered. From the box, their spirits are released as doves for a new beginning. Ensure that this time is right. Ensure that the time is right to move on. Has your present circumstance been truly fulfilled, or is it being abandoned prior to its completion? So there's like additional interpretations to this card, but I feel like it's like the Fool magnified. It's up to you to take a step. I feel like it's about taking a step. Maybe this is what you want, but it starts with a new beginning within yourself, a new clarity within yourself. Doing something new that you love is going to get this all moving for you. It involves freedom. It involves creativity. It involves the true, authentic you. What makes you passionate, what you love, what you want to vow to do, you know? And then all those things that you see that are, you feel like you're supposed to have. I feel like it's even bigger than you think that you're supposed to have. I feel like big things are coming through. So dream big, but look at what's around you today that you can start to do and start to make it happen. We have like The Fool times 3. So do 3 new things today that make your world awesome, that make your day different, that make your minute different. What makes you happy right now that you can do? What brings you joy right now? You know, brings a little spark of love in your world. Make it happen. Do something different. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you soon.